and welcome to another Fruitful Fridays recipe. Today's recipe is very simple, and it is sauteed kale, cabbage, and onions. How much easier can that get? So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to focus on utilizing again our kale that we've previously cut up and put in our freezer, as well as some cabbage that I previously cut up and put in the freezer to make this really quick 10-minute or less recipe. So, we're going to begin. I chopped up half a cup of onion, and actually I put in my favorite oil down in the bottom of my pan to go ahead and preheat my pan. And then I'm going to add half cup of onion, or half of an onion, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and toss in 3 or 4 nice, generous handfuls of my kale. There you go. Look at that. If only you had smell-o-vision. Smells delicious. Next, I'm going to move to my cabbage. Sprinkle that in there. What's wonderful about these recipes is you can prep a lot of this in advance, and it makes your actual cooking process so much easier. And then, last but not least, I'm going to add in about 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and 2 tablespoons of a Montreal seasoning. Gives a little extra flavor. Then all I do is stir. And as promised, it's only going to take 10 minutes or less to make this wonderful sauteed dish. What's great about kale as well as cabbage is that it actually produces its own juice because they're both high in water. And so therefore, as you're cooking this, you're going to notice that my sizzling starts to slow down, and then it's actually going to start to produce its own juices and simmer. So as it's doing that, we're just going to be patient for a minute, and within 10 minutes, we're going to be ready with our final example. I'm going to take this, I'm going to cover it up, and I'm going to let it marinate for a while. Stay tuned for the final product. As promised, after 10 minutes, look at how beautiful it looks. It's cooked down. You've got your cabbage, your kale, your onions, and your seasonings. Oh, if only you could be in this kitchen right now. So, what we're going to do is you can serve this multiple ways. One, you could potentially just put it on as a side, or you could go ahead and add it on top of, say, a favorite pasta dish. What we've done here is I've actually chosen a tomato and carrot veggie pasta that is full of vegetables and whole grains. So it's actually good for you as well. It's the pasta that keeps on working for you. And I'm going to add this on top of it for a delicious and beautiful dinner or lunch treat. You'll notice that I'm using a smaller plate. And this plate is actually a 6-inch plate, which when you start to think about portion control and how you might be able to better divide your food up, consider using a smaller plate. It helps you with smaller portions, and it also helps you to think and be conscious about your eating process and practices. When we use those big plates, sometimes we want to fill them up, but you've got this full plate right here, and I guarantee you this is a filling meal.